thank you so much. Please stay with us. It will be a little bit later in Taiwan until we announce the winners, but please stick with us. And in the meantime, we will get ready and prepare our next participant. And I would like to reflect currently on the numbers. We have 3,000 people watching us. We have truly great investors, pretty much in line with the stage of the startups we're presenting you. And the founders are great, phenomenal. They're really doing amazing things in the fight of COVID-19 as part of our COVID-19 health security challenge, which has been growing for the past month and a half, reaching over 350 applications. So you can guess we're selecting the best of the best. Here, a little bit about Founders Games. If Founders Stephanie mentioned something about Turkey. So Webbit started growing from Sofia, Istanbul, Dubai, Singapore. We have some editions, different places around the world. We were supposed to be this year in Spain, in Valencia. But if you take the history of Webbit and the past 12 years, when we started supporting the innovation ecosystem, we have less than 67% failure rate of above, not less, of the startups we've selected. You can imagine, for 12 years, if we were acceleration program, we would have been the most successful acceleration program in the world. In its history, it could be checked back in the years. So you can trust our choices and help these startups grow. Now, let me introduce you our next startup founder. Maurizio comes from Italy. Hello, Maurizio. Maurizio.
Hey, hello, nice to meet you.
Hey, buongiorno, buongiorno.
Buongiorno is correct.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao, or buonasera.
Right. Ciao works. It's international now, yeah. That's easy.
Yeah.
All right. So, Maurizio, the floor is yours. You know the drill. 3 minutes, start now.
Yeah, wait a minute. I can control.
You're taking your own time, Maurizio.
Okay, fantastic. So nice to meet you. I am Maurizio, the CEO of R4L, a biotech company. Well, we started in late 16 and immediately passed through all the steps from seed to startup, then growth, and so on. The team, as you can see from the slides, has several components: financial, marketing, research, strategy, and so on. And is a team composed by expert people. What is the problem that we try to address? Well, when you have, let's say, for example, a drug or a cosmetic compound or a nutraceutical molecule that should go in human, the first thing that you have to do is to test. The way to test are simply two, or with very simple assays in the lab or using animals. But none of two is feasible, is a feasible approach. Therefore, here comes our solution, MIVO. MIVO is a bioreactor, so a device able to host human tissue, therefore recreating human organs in the lab, ready for testing. The application, as you can imagine, are several. For example, we applied for a research project for COVID-19, but we have worked as well in oncology, in drug testing, information, and so on. Our business model is very scalable because the device is a disposable device, which it means that for the customers is very comfortable to use because it only has to open it and immediately begin to use it. And for us is a source of revenues, of course. Here we have some examples of adoption of MIVO. As you can see, there are several different fields and several different customers and partners, also corporate multinational as well. Our offering is not limited to MIVO because we have, let's say, a series of products at different technology readiness level, and we continuously develop new products for the market. Our commercialization and marketing strategy starts from the university and research centers, because with them we can create research projects and then transform them in advocates of our technology for going quickly to pharma companies and at the end to distribute the product worldwide. Our unique selling proposition, as I told you, is the fact that the device is disposable and storable, and the fact that the device is an open system technology, which means that if you already use your assay or your instrumentation or whatever, you can insert the Mevo and work with Mevo with your instrumentation. And this, of course, destroys the barrier.
Grazie mille, Maurizio.
Yeah, I finished. Fantastic.
I know. You know, all these, these bumps that I hear in my ear after your time is up are killing me, really. But I have to stop you and to give the floor now to our investors, because they're here to support initiatives like yours. Dear investors jury, the floor is yours. Who is going to start first?
Well, yeah, Stephanie speaking. Maurizio, thanks for that. What is the vision for you, and where? What do you want to achieve with your company? What would be for you the success in 5 years?
Well, my vision is the fact that I want to transform the promise of biotechnology into concrete benefits. Up to now, biotech is a good word, but I've seen that, for example, physicians try not to use biotechnologies so much, to the maximum extent that they could use, because bioengineers create tools with bioengineering in mind, and biologists, they have other mind. So what we are trying to do is to put these two worlds in contact, so that we can really help a physician and biologist to advance the science.
Okay. Thank you.
You seem to have some partners and customers on one of the early slides. So can you talk a bit about both how you're pricing this? Because with a disposable product, I assume there's a razor blade model, and what sort of revenue that's generating now versus how you see the growth going forward.
I don't know if I got correctly the question, but if your question is how much did we sell, is it correct or not?
How much did you sell? Okay. How do you price the device? Yeah. How do you price the disposable units?
Yeah, the device is disposable, so each chamber is less than €100, and it is a normal price because we have sold it to several customers. Of course, we begin with the marketing actions in January 2020, and we had, let's say, a 50% of transformation of a prospect into customers. But then arrived COVID, so all the physical activity has stopped. So we began with the digital activity, mostly in LinkedIn, and of course we were able to catch 4 or 5 multinational companies. One of them is in the slides, as you have seen, and that's very important for us, because that is traction more important than the numbers. In any case, if you wanted to know how much were our revenues for 19, it was a little slight more than €100,000.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Stephanie.
Hey, Maurizio. So you sell them in kits, right? And you have different types of kits, and you said they go at around €100. How much would you say in percentage of that does it cost you to produce them?
Well, I would not like to disclose this information, but in any case, we have a very, very big profit. Big. Yeah, because as you can imagine, the device is done in plastic. So we had a lot of expenses to create the mold, to create all the process, to create the supply chain. But at the end, the cost, it is completely done in Italy. So it is 100% in Italy. And therefore it costs, let's say, 10 times more than if I produce it in China, for example, for sure. But even with this cost, my profit is more than 80%.
More than, sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
More than 80.
80% gross margin.
Well, I don't know if this gross margin or not. In any case, the cost for producing it is less than 20%. of the
yeah.
price.
So it's gross margin 20. Wow, it's a very good gross margin. Any other questions?
Yeah, from my side to understand, does your clients ready to change the system? Yeah, because the way how the all FDA and other processes organized is that you need to have things which are tested, you know, on based on their rules. My question is how your innovation fit the regulatory strategy, and then in terms of vision, just to understand how big you plan to be, let's say, in 5 years.
Well, this answer would need a long answer, but I will try to stretch it as possible.
Yeah, please try to make it short answer.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the fact is that our customers want to make innovation because the tests that now they are doing, they are not working. So they need to make innovations, and three-dimensional tissue culture, fluid dynamic devices are the future. So from the scientific point of view, this is absolutely a well-known thing. And our strategy is to create research papers. So scientifically papers are peer-reviewed. And before exiting to the market, we keep the secret. So you probably won't find anything about React4Life before 19, let's say, because we were concentrating on producing scientific reports. And every customer asks to us, but do you have scientific data? And to every customer, I send the scientific data, and this opened the door. In 5 years, I think that we will be a multinational company for sure, because our business is not in Italy. Now, 80% of our customers are outside of Italy and 50% are outside of Europe. So we need absolutely to scale up and to transform into a multinational company.
Thank you. Grazie mille, Maurizio.
Thank you.